What's going on YouTube? It's Donnie B all day. So today is Big Knife Breakout. And the reason it's Big Knife Breakout is because, well, I'm breaking out two big knives. One of them is really big. This one's huge, but sitting next to this, it almost looks like a pocket knife. Big pockets. So anyone who knows the channel knows that this is the dbad OEF Defender. I designed this knife in respects to my time in Afghanistan with the Army. And I thought, man, I would love to design like a cool, you know, West Asian style fighting knife mixed with a Western style fighting knife. And that's what I did. And it came out amazing. Now, none of what you see here was on here. When the knife originally was done, it was polished and it had a white wood, so which means this was just lighter stain. But I sent this knife to, I'm going to show you, this guy right here on YouTube, Ultimate Knife Search. This dude is dope. He's awesome, man. He does a ton of like customizing, and he's a big knife reviewer, big knife user. He's an outdoors guy, everything, just all around great, just great dude. But I reached out to him and I said, hey man, I'd like to send you something to have done, because he did his BK9. You guys got to see the video on it. It is absolutely sick, just nasty. It's the nicest BK9 I've ever seen. But it's all his customizations and what he decided to do. So I said, I would love to have this guy do something for me. So this is the dbad OEF Defender. So I gave him free reign. I didn't know what was going to be on the knife. I almost didn't care because I knew he was going to knock it out of the park, whatever he did. So he wrote OEF Defender, the name of the knife, and then he put for freedom, and it's in the name, Operation Enduring Freedom. So, and then he did like this, the star with the it's kind of like a moving star. It's supposed to be like a shooting star, but it's, if anybody knows the American flag, it's a star with stripes. So it's kind of a represents the American flag. So you'll notice here it says dbad on both sides, and on this side of the knife, this is the most special for me. This was my combat patch, my unit patch. This is the YD, and our when we went out there, we were Task Force Yankee, and so he wrote Task Force Yankee right on there, and it's just awesome. He did this really cool texturing on there. The guy just absolutely killed it. It just makes it more personal and just cooler. And if you really want a knife done, this guy will take orders. Plus, he's right now at 164 subscribers. I think when he gets 500 subscribers, he's going to do a giveaway for work, which means he's going to say at 500 subscribers, somebody's going to win the ability to send him a knife and have anything that you want like customized on it. Your logos, your name, a date, a loved one, who cares, whatever you want on there. He's just freaking awesome. And he's going to do that for, I think, his 500 giveaway. So, Big Knife Breakout, the OEF Defender, had to come back out. I'm going to do another video on this using it too. We're going to show you how everything holds up to being used on and this and that. But holy crap, Ultimate Knife Search, ultimately absolutely killed it. Awesome. So the next one, my man Joe from Steel Forge and Fire Sword and Knife, Joe Love. He came to me one day and I got it in my lap and I'm absolutely loving it. Well, you already seen it, kind of. And he said, well, or on his channel, he said, look, I want to design a Tanto. He goes, I have an idea in my dome and I'd like to send it to you and have you refine it to make it realistic. So I said, we can do that. And so basically, what he came up with was this guy right here, right? And you could see he wanted the wrapped leather handle, and then he had this thing on there and the end, which I think he thought he knew how he wanted it, but just didn't know how to put it on paper. And when he sent me this whole thing, it was like I just jumped into his brain, man. Like, I knew exactly where he was going. I said, he gave me enough there, which is really good because I don't always get that. He gave me enough to say, okay, I think I know exactly what he wants. So I just had to do the math, right? So the sheath, awesome. This was a collaboration with him and the Kukri House doing the red on the sheath. I think it came out amazing. It says JD Tonto right there. I think they did just a knockout job on that. This looks beautiful. The red, they even did the silver tip on there, which is nice. My contribution came to finalizing the shape and making it balanced perfectly, making the handle fit perfectly. You'll notice the difference in the handle shapes, and what happened is I needed to make the handle work, right? It needed to be perfect. So it's a tapering handle, so it's thinner here than it is here, and that means it's not going anywhere out of your hand, right? No matter where you hold it, it's got grip. The leather wrap that was initially drawn ended up, again, with Joe talking with Kukri House and turning into this leather braid, which I have to say not only looks crazy cool, I mean, it looks really cool, but it's so freaking comfortable. But what I did is I took the guard and I gave it a well for the finger. So it sits. If you wanted to hold it up tight, it sits so nice in the hand. And rather than having a big thing here, I just took the leather all the way to the grip, and rather than any kind of in cuts or anything like that, I just left it to where the nice big fat wide 5260 blade was going to just sit. And I knew, once I saw his design, I knew what it needed. I knew where it had to be. And once I set in my drawing, he was like, exactly. It's like what was in his head. And that's really cool and really dangerous at the same time. Me and Joe having the same mind. But this thing is awesome. As far as balance, it is so bad. I mean, I spent over an hour doing the math on this knife, drawing it just to get the balance. I wanted my balance points to be perfect. I knew because Joe put his heart and his soul into the thought of this knife. And I said, if it gets to him and he can't just grab it and let it fall in either direction all by itself to get around, then it's not going to be right. He deserves a perfectly balanced knife. And this is, man, this is beautiful. The sortie on this from here to here, look at that. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So what I'm thinking to set mine apart, I'm thinking about creating my own himone. It'd be a false himone, obviously. I'm not going to re-clay temper it, but I'm thinking about doing a nice himone just to make it look good. It won't be when you buy one, because they're going up on the site. They're going up on the Kukri House's site. So keep in mind or pay attention. And if you want one ahead of time, you can always, man, that's nice. You can always write them and say, hey, I'd like the JD Tonto. They already know exactly what it is. Even before it gets up on the site, you can order one. Just awesome. So I think I might do a little customizing, just not anything to the knife itself, but just in a little appearance, because I just want that cool little himone, and I just want to see if it would come out cool if I could do it. So it's kind of like trial and error. So I might just do that. But as far as just the blade itself, man, this thing's awesome. This thing's really, really cool. I think Joe's brain was working when he pulled the concept out of his butt for this. And I have to say my brain was working when this all happened, because it's so comfortable, man. You know, I'm all about grip. The grip has to be perfect. The balance has to be perfect. Otherwise, it's not a dbad knife. And this one right here is a Joe Love dbad knife, because this is his brainchild, man. I refined it. They forged it, but Joe thought it up. Good job, Mama and Joe. So get over to Steel Forge and Fire Sword and Knife. Get over to Ultimate Knife Search. Get over to Choir Boys Cutlery Outdoors. Get over to Pistol Pete, and get over to Timbo, and get over to all these guys. Get over to the Woodsman's Knife channel. Get over to the Shredder Knife channel. I could actually go through an absolute list of people who deserve some Captain Electro, another one, you know, Pistol Pete and Nutty Knife Guy, and Stella's Knife Obsession. Timbo is 66. Jersey Knife Guy, Ron T. Sawyer. There's so many. Samurai Bird's coming back. He's coming back. He got injured, but he's coming back. There's just so many great people, man. The Erics, the Von Erics are called. Timbo 437. There's another Timbo. Addicted to Blades. There's a whole lot of us on here, man, that are just Legion Tactical Cutlery, my man. Let's see. Well, anyway, we could just go through all these all day long, but that's it. We're gonna call this one short because I have to do videos. And the dbad Krogal is coming in. That thing is gonna blow you away. It's just gonna be awesome. This one right here, I cannot wait to like smash into stuff with this. I can't wait. I cannot wait to just absolutely hack. You know, it's supposed to be a slashing fighting weapon because that's what it is. I'm gonna make it a hacker. So man, that's it. Look at these two beauties. Man, big knife breakout today. That's a success right there. All right, I got stuff to do. I'm getting out of here. Hi, I'm Donnie B all day. Until next knife.